Hi, this is Atya here. Welcome to PhDpreneur, where we discuss PhD mindset and personal finance. Today we are going to speak about an important topic that I've seen some YouTubers speaking about, so I thought why not share my opinion about it. So let's begin with today's video. So I'm no counselor, psychologist or anything, but these are some of the things that I have observed in my workplace, in my work experiences, so I thought I should share it with you. So today we are going to talk about a topic called hustle culture and toxic productivity that I have seen in my previous job, that I am seeing in my current scenario, and I think it is pretty toxic. So I thought I'll make a video about it. What does hustle culture mean? Hustle culture means where people put everything above. They strive to achieve their goals, which is a good thing, but then work comes above rest, recovery. People associated with hustle culture, they work very hard, which is a good thing, but then people who have other priorities in life apart from work are looked upon. These are the same people who will brag about how they worked X amount of hours even when they were ill, and they expect the same thing other people should do. But overworking may not be the only way to succeed, and I believe personally that there are few symptoms which are associated with this hustle culture and toxic productivity, which are usually considered the top qualities. Like, I have seen people how they were so damn tired, but say even after that they push themselves to work for a few more hours, depriving themselves of sleep or other nutritional aspects. Lack of proper boundaries, trying to make decisions only for pleasing people, multitasking and difficulty in focusing on one task. Fear that if you stop moving forward, you will be less productive. The inability to enjoy silence or the inability to enjoy doing nothing. This is the main symptom I find in many people who are not able to even sit still. Sometimes when the routines are not followed properly, then the guilt resulting from that. These are some of the symptoms that I urge you to see if it is part of you. Some of these were part of me a couple of years back. So I urge you to have a look and see if there are any people who are really in need of this dialogue, and share this video with them. It can be really hard to find balance in a society where the only value which is based on is how much you have accomplished and how many hours you put in. There is one thing that I wish to say: how much ever is accomplished, there will be always room for more. If even the whole to-do list is crossed off, there will be one task which you will feel like putting in your to-dos. So from where did this hustle culture start from? This started during Industrial Revolution, where the factory system of working was in operation, and I think there is a book about this. I'm not able to recall, but if I do, I will put a link for that in the description box in the resources section. So there is a book about this which illustrates how the Industrial Revolution and the factory mode of production provoked hustle culture. People were made to work 9 to 5 or in a certain amount of time. This kind of lifestyle where you have to work a certain amount of hours to be productive, and it was directly correlating to the manufacturing process. So if you worked more, obviously the manufacturing would be more, and this was the ideology that penetrated, and it gave rise to this kind of toxic productivity culture where you are made to work for a lot of time, and it is expected that results would be more. But we are not living in the same era right now. Right now, not everybody goes to factories or have jobs in this kind of manufacturing related processes, but this ideology is something that still affects us, and I think it is high time that we change. Does hustle culture have any impact on mental health, or is it just a terminology? So research has found hustle culture provokes burnout. I've seen people who will go without food, who will not have their lunches properly, and then brag about how they delayed the lunch so they could finish the work properly. Okay, and I think this is something that it is not to be bragged about. It is something to be ashamed of, because you are not in the state of mind to take care of yourself, and that will further affect the productivity. Then obviously, with respect to mental health, your physical health also is dependent on your mental health. These things are glorified to such an extent that taking care of your physical health is frowned upon. You never finish working. There is one project that you have undertaken, you have accomplished that. After that, there will be something else. So there is no break. And this toxic productivity mindset is such that it will not allow anybody to take a break. It's very manipulative and exploitative. Okay. So let me give an example. I was working as a lecturer before taking admission for PhD. And there our boss used to always say how she had typhoid and still she worked for X amount of time. So she always used to this kind of scarcity mindset that work is not happening properly, there is no satisfaction, provoking others to do the same. I think it's high time that we target this kind of mentality and stop glorifying people who try to imbibe hustle culture in themselves and in others. Obviously, with all these points, the work-life balance is not there. Your overall system of life or the quality of life decreases. It produces results in the short run. In the long run, you'll be burned out, there will be no creativity. I don't think it's a very good position to be in. I will ask you 5 questions and you decide for yourself if you believe in this kind of culture or not. Do you miss out on sleep because you need to do more work? Do you miss your breakfast or your meals because there is more to do? Do you feel guilty when there is nothing to do at your hand? Do you answer phone calls or emails even after the work is done? You can gauge by these questions for yourself the mindset that is there, and we will see how we are going to avoid it. The first step is identifying why the hustle is so hard, why you need to work so hard, because most of the times it is based on fear and what are your expectations from others about you. Then secondly, assessing what success means to you, whether it is accomplishing more and getting burnt out or having a proper work-life balance and working in accordance to that. Taking break from everyday work, whether it is 1 week or even if it is 1 day, that helps. If you are in a position where you don't want to work so hard, but the hierarchy or your employer, your boss, you cannot change other people. So strategizing your way out is one of the situations or one of the things that you can do to manage it. Avoiding competition with others and focusing on own growth, that is also one of the ways, because sometimes when we compare with others, the anxiety to reach that level increases and it may get results, but sometimes it leads to burnout and helpless feeling. Starting to have sustainable routines and drawing your boundaries that you will work for these many hours, after that you will only relax. So that kind of mindset will also help. Trying to see everything from a business perspective. These many hours, these many results. More hours, more results. So I think some things need to be only enjoyed and not worked upon. So these are some of the things that I wish to say. At the end of the day, we have one life. We feel fulfilled, and secondly, nobody takes advantage or tries to exploit or manipulate you. This kind of manipulative behavior often even affects the results itself. I've also seen that people around often get threatened by this idea because it is believed that this kind of behavior will decrease the output. It is work-life balance is very important, and those who don't have it will surely disrupt the mental health now or later. So I think I've pretty much covered everything. If you want me to make more videos about this, do let me know in the comment section. Till then,